All right, let's talk about one Whitey Herzog gone at the age of 92. Sad, hard to believe, but time marches on, sadly. It's really amazing he even came to St. Louis. The Kansas City Royals, it was a mind numbing move when they let the man go in the first place. Didn't make any sense. Again, the Kansas City Royals, did a great job battling the New York Yankees, but the late 70s Yankees were a tough, tough outfit to beat. They were loaded. So he becomes available. The Cardinal sports scene, the St. Louis sports scene, was so flatlined. It was just a bad time. I mean, the Blues had that one big season where they kind of took a quantum leap, but they just were in the midst of a Bowman curse malaise. The Cardinals, you kicked Steve Carlton out of town, and that just kind of said everything about the 70s for baseball in town. It was like, hey, let's watch Lou Brock. He's a reminder of what was. And the football Cardinals, they were well into their fade on the way out of town. The town needed a spark, and that spark was Whitey Herzog. Whitey comes in, and I'm telling you, you've got the transfer portal, you've got NFL free agency, you've got baseball free agency, and all of the talking heads weigh in and they post, and they think they're the insider, and it just takes a lot of the fun out of what used to happen at the winter meetings. Your jaw dropped, your mouth was wide open, just in shock at how much Whitey Herzog was able to do at the winter meetings. They got Raleigh Fingers? Whoa! Raleigh Fingers is gone? What? Bruce Sutter's here? I mean, it was like 4 Christmases for baseball fans over 3 days. It was just amazing. And the atmosphere in that ballpark, 1981, I was there the game before the strike. Fernando Mania. Fernando Valenzuela was 7-0 in that area. I don't know if this was his first loss. May have been his second. But the last game before the 81 strike. And the atmosphere was unbelievable. It was powerful. And Bruce Sutter comes on and you hear, Bruce, and they win that game. Made the strike even harder to deal with. But, man, Whitey made baseball special. And it was true to the legacy of the Redbirds, the Gas House Gang. It was about speed. It was about hustle. It was about effort. It was about the stuff that makes baseball a great game, not some math analytics and launch angle and all of this frivolous garbage. It was the real deal. And you know what? I like a guy who makes calls with his gut. You get a suicide squeeze and some of the other legendary clutch plays they would make in that period. Anyway, 82, they get the series. 85 and 87. Now, we've heard about Denkinger a lot. Here is what frustrates me. They alternated between the AL and NL. There should have been one simple rule. Team with the best record gets home field. Cardinals get home field. I think they win the World Series in 85. 87, definitely get the World Series title because, this Minnesota Twins former employee said, I manipulated the air conditioning system. The air went inward when the Cardinals were at bat, and when they weren't, it went the other way. And balls are going toward that little trash bag outfield wall. And if you've been to the Metrodome, of course you can't be there now, but the Metrodome was like the cone of silence. And get smart, well, of course, much larger. It was a weird big vacuum, and everything you said. Sounded like you were on top of the Alps or something. Weird place. So them getting the 4 games that they didn't earn, and if those tales are true and they manipulated the AC, that's highway robbery. So I think he could have had 2 more World Series. But in the 90s, August the 3rd, if I have my August is right, the August Bush, who thought baseball was a waste of time, took advantage of the loyalty of the 3 million fans and put a garbage product out there. Let's run Jack Clark out of town. Hey, we'll put Bob Horner, put his washed up self out there, and Gerald Perry. And they cut corners, and it should have been a much better team. And I think, Whitey left saying he just couldn't connect with a modern player. But I think the real reason he left is because they were not committed to winning. They didn't care about winning under August the 3rd. And the rest is history.